I shall not fail.
We shall see. Ah, fuck.
Incantus Vulca.
Uninjured, uninjured, uninjured. So where the fuck did the lightning bolt go? Ah, it hit him. Magic resistance, right. What about that little piece of shit? War trolls? How the hell am I gonna deal with this? The old-fashioned way.
Io vocio te.
Might as well get a preview what the shadow creatures are.
Veritas. Vedo.
It's a variety of creatures, depending on my own spellcasting capabilities, or levels rather. The current ones don't have magical weapons. A spider should have a magical weapon though. Guess they serve a different purpose. He's dead. Just doesn't know it.
It will be done. The battle is joined. Incantus Vulca.
Right. We now go start fighting. Okay, the shadow creatures are not all that useful now. They are of a different sort though. Spiders are individual half, well, half, but half and half. They're individual, more concentrated, powerful units compared to the shadows who are, they summon a swarm of things. So they can be used for different purposes just because of those differences. Virtual. Yeah, I don't think we want to go any further.
Io vocio te.
Yeah, he's down. Couple poison hits and yeah.
Ready? Let's go to work. I
Let's.
see. Mass tempest.
Selenite Priest. I think webbing might actually work fairly well in this case. I don't see why it wouldn't, rather. Not a guarantee that it will. I think I'll double whip them. Do I really want to double whip them? Yep, I sort of do. I'm hoping for them to gather here in larger numbers. Lightning bolt. Gotta cast lightning bolt. I'd like to save the summoned creatures against whoever is still there. I think they're gonna come after me though. So I need some kind of summoned creature here now. They're buffing their trolls.
The battle is joined.
There we go. No. Buffed up trolls, they're not trivial opponents. That's a lot of trolls. That's a huge fucking load of trolls. They're just injured. The only guy who's near death is my guy. So we're not gonna do enough damage to them with the spells I have. Three of them are in a bad position. Still can't kill them with this. Well, we got most of them. I can't just escape and race. The loot that's lying down there on the floor is gonna be lost. I need to figure out something else. Still, multiple trolls is a tough thing to kill, especially since they do regenerate. And I don't really have anything to replenish my protection spells. And I don't have any spells. I have 3 points of life. I'm going to go and loot the corpses and basically escape. If that's at all possible. Ah, there's not much here to loot. Deck of guards. Yeah, there are more trolls.
I am sorely
2 points of
injured.
life. Four trolls. Yeah. Who wants to play with trolls and they're all uninjured? You'd need to burst some significant damage their way to make any kind of a difference. That's not impossible. Let's see how this goes. We need to more or less get all of them with this spell though. Barely injured, 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 injured. Can't do all that many attacks through this. Do have the oils, but I hate to use them on 4 trolls. That's just weak. Badly injured, near death, near death, near death. No. I'll probably affect 1 or 2, not all of them. Yeah. Stock. Ah, fuck. It's almost impossible to do enough damage to it. Now, how the fuck are we gonna do the remaining damage? We're not looking for potions, so something to do damage. Chill touch might be a thing. Not that great of a thing though. Shocking grass can do a decent amount of damage, and it's really snowy. It's not all that useful to us. We try just hitting this fucker.
Win.
That was painful. Still, victory is victory. 20 days later. Right. And another troll. Not see that coming.
What? I should be swift about it.
He's already lost, he just doesn't know it.
I am needed. Anytime. Ready? I see. Let's go to work. What would you have of me? I am needed. Understood.
Okay. Any more trolls? Yes. Answer is
Ready?
always yes.
I see.
Have to see Mother Eugenia isn't actually bothering to do anything. Where's my spider bro?
Let's
Did
go to
he
work.
go the other way?
What would you understood?
Spider bro is fucking gone. I think he got blocked by the path, so he took the other way around. So it doesn't matter at this point.
Veritas. Vedo.
Goblin Elites. Yeah, he's dead.
Ready?
Just get the fuck out of the way so I can kill
I
it.
see. What would you... Very well.
Aw. Thanks for beating up the monsters. So I guess they're practically free now. Papa, Papa, is that you? It's me, Sheemish. Okay. Uh, what's your father's name? Conlan, blacksmith, right. So technically I don't think we rescued Conlan's son because we didn't specifically talk to this captive. I wish they would have just named these little fuckers. Hmm. You can leave anytime you want. 24,000. And we got the favor of the smith himself. That might be more valuable. Although 60,000 away from a level up. That basically guarantees another level up before we encounter the boss man. Which is very good. We're not gonna get any new level spells, but I can get something else from the 5th level. I think I would go with the spell immunity at this point.
I need
Hopefully we
ammo.
can get a different type of spell protection. I don't know. I'm not sure if spells will really affect the boss man either. I don't recall. Eximine, something like that. So low resistance might be a good thing too. Slightly unoptimal attack spells is one thing. Inability to affect the target through magic is a much more serious concern. Ding. 36,000. Hmm. Ah, fucking troll. Where the hell did he pop up from? He's done for. Double poison. Yeah, he's over. It's game over for him already.
Ready? I shall be swift about it.
Be swift about it. Maybe we should visit the town. Visit the smith. See what exactly are we getting out of this. That priest lucky when you did You came when you did. I was about to sneak out of this room and snap his neck. Right. Lucky I came in time. Right, no one has anything interesting to say except that one specific kid. I suppose this would
Let's
be
go
a
to work.
place to rest.
Very well.
Don't know if it matters. We're probably going to have to face trolls on our way to the 3rd level anyway. I think I'll visit Kaldahar. See what our reward for saving little Timmy is. Sheemish, in this case. I don't think we've gotten all that much loot. We still might have a couple of items we can get rid of. Nothing to buy though, so it doesn't really matter.
It will be done.
A lizard man. Always something, isn't it?
Veritas. Credo.
So how do you fare against these?
What would you have of me? I see. I am needed.
Or why not?
Anytime. Ready? It will be done.
Getting sick of your shit.
Incantus.
And it bounces back. Fucking lightning bolt is terrifying because it just can go any way. Just fucking chooses for no reason at all.
Incantus.
Huh. For some reason I haven't looted these. Okay. Oil speed, long duration haste, 1 hour. "15 antidotes." Yeah, that's a respectable amount. Sanctified Warhammer. Cast extra free spells, right?
I shall not fail.
Good for you.
I see. Understood.
Hmm. I got the key to the chest that I've already robbed. Good for me. Didn't get anything special. Why can't you identify boots? Okay. Spine sheet. Well, it's better. Well, I'd like to say it's better than the staff we have, but uh, I don't use daggers. I don't have the weapon proficiency. Um, I need something that can inflict magical damage, though. Still, I don't care. It's not that interesting of an item.
I shall be swift about it.
Be swift all you like. Next kind of type of item upgrade would probably be around 30,000 something, or even
Anytime.
50. Something particularly interesting we would like to buy. There's a huge amount of antidotes already, so we probably more or less just want to start to get rid of them instead of buying more.
I shall not fail.
So sort of a wasted trip here. But since we are here, we might as well identify the crap we have. Protection scroll and the boots would be useful, though. I don't know what they do specifically, but
I grow weary.
that hardly matters. It's some kind of a boost. An acid damage is used by someone, but I don't actually recall. Does anyone use them in a serious manner that I would have to specifically protect myself against
I shall
acid?
be swift
I
about it.
don't think so. Boots of the Fox. Armor class, movement increased by 40%. Holy shit. Holy chaos. Cast random beneficial spells centered on the user. Um, Randomness rarely works all that well. But it's
I shall be swift about it.
in desperate situations, it's like more than 10 buff spells I can cast on myself that are random. So if I absolutely have to get something
I shall be
to
swift about it.
tip the scales in my
I shall
favor
be
a little
swift
bit,
about it.
that's probably a good deck to use. 50% acid resistance. Right, for 12 hours. I'm inclined to buy a few scrolls. Similarly, how we were in a little bit of trouble with the trolls, and the fight kept going on and on and on. So, ooh, We are looking at a new series of spells available. Contact other plane. We can get this true name of at least a demon in the expansion through that. I want to buy spell sequencers because I want to know, can we use the spell sequencer in a scroll to get ourselves a sequencer without actually taking the sequencer as a spell we can cast continuously. This would mean, potentially at least, that I can allow myself to create the sequencer to cast a specific spells, but I can never change that. If I cancel the sequencer, basically it'll all go for nothing. I have no idea how that is gonna work, or is it gonna work, but it's for the price of 660 gold, I can give it a try. Oh, glitter dust. It's a way to detect invisible things. I currently have no such thing, so I'll buy the scroll. Also vocalize for emergency situations. And a couple of wands. I don't actually give a shit about them. Right. Most of this crap will stay in storage, hopefully. But we'll have in store in case we need it. Minor sequencer is not that important. It can cast like a couple of low-level spells in a row, quickly, instantaneously, pretty much. Permanent until activated. The spell allows a wizard to store 2 spells and activate them both at the same time from his special abilities menu. So, no. If you would like to use these, I think you need to cast them, put the spells there, and then you can rest again. So you have a couple of extra spells to use the next time you want to start adventuring. But I don't think it'll return after you cast it. So we could basically prep ourselves to a fight once, especially hard fight, and then not use it in any other situations. The sequencer lasts until activated and, once used, releases its spells immediately, no casting time. The special abilities icon also disappears until the next time a sequencer is formed. A wizard can possess only one minor sequencer at a time, and it cannot be given to others. Um, I'm not sure we want the minor sequencer as a chosen spell. The higher level sequencer, on the other hand, would be quite beneficial. This would be a way to dump extra damage on someone very quickly because it has no casting time. Useful, useful enough to waste one valuable level for a spell slot? I don't think so. We're looking at a level with stone skins, force missiles, the greater malice, and minor globe of invulnerability. So no, no. I don't think we need to test this. I think I know how it's gonna work out. More importantly, I guess it doesn't matter really,
I see.
because there's no way in hell I'm gonna take the spell.
I shall not fail.
Still, we wasted some money. We're much better equipped in case shit hits the fan, or we're in a desperate situation where a few spells could tip the scale in our favor.
Anytime.
78 points. About 25,000 to get the level up. That doesn't sound too bad. Probably a new set of lizard when spawned here. No?
I shall be swift about it.
Be swift about it. Trolls? Something? There we go. Now it feels like home. Only 2 trolls? That's not that many. Surely there are more trolls here. Oh, we can handle 2. Need to wait until the other guy reaches us. I'm not wasting the additional spells taking care of these. We need... didn't mean to go here. We need a summoning spell to handle them, but I think we can disable with a single use of color spray. Right, now a spider bro to help. Attack step 1 you can actually reach.
Let's go to work.
Why the fuck do you want to attack the guy you cannot reach? Why the fuck do you
What
want
would
to
you have
attack
of
the
me?
guy you cannot possibly reach?
I am needed.
Game is fucking with me.
I see. Ready. It will be done. Let's go. Very well.
Okay, this is the level with the huge army of undead. After this comes the level with the hidden Kraken Society or whatever, Society of the Tentacle symbol. Then comes the level with the Yanti. So there's quite a lot of opposition still coming our way.
I see.
Yeah, I was trying to see if we could sort of trick them a little bit and then maybe get multiple groups to work a little bit. I mean, if we're going to get a huge amount of these coming after us, we might as well fucking take the entire lot and see what happens. Get some nice amount of cold whites. Last skeletons, right? Move it, move it, move it. There's probably like 100 guys here. The big problem is there's no good place for me to really hide it. Ooh, I'm diseased now. My plan is to turn invisible after I've triggered as many people as possible and see how they behave. Try to find a location where I could control the fight a little bit. Right, I think there's a spell master there at least. There's a lot of traps here, I think. I need to be invincible. Protected from magic missiles like right now. Yeah, that was bad. Now comes the game is probably going to start to struggle because there's a huge amount of shit coming my way. I won't have time to cast spells, so I'm going to just need to suddenly turn invisible. Hope we can get to a place where I can control things a little bit. I will be in a shit ton of trouble otherwise. Yep, the game is starting to struggle. No good places here. Okay. There's no real good defensible place that I can see. Yeah, there is none. Oh, fuck, the game is certainly starting to exhibit odd behavior, if nothing else. I'm guessing they'll home in on me regardless, right? So I have the luxury of choosing where we're gonna stand, but there's no good places to do that. So it's all varying levels of shit. The more sensible thing to do would be to just fight them where you meet them. This might be the best place for us that we can still reach. Fucking move. Yeah, it just doesn't move fluidly anymore. Right. We really don't have area of effect undead killing spell. Not gonna die from this. This is slightly amusing, but we're still gonna be horribly murdered. And the game certainly is moving at slow motion now.
Mortis.
And there's no end to them. Do have once their numbers are reduced a little bit, summoned creatures might be able to make a difference. There's enough room here now that I could move a little bit. A lot of poison zombies coming my way. Could I get the fuck out? No. As long as there are no trolls, we have a decent chance of doing things. We'll play Skull Trap to be our savior here. Wrongly play Skull Trap will kill us. Gotta take a chance. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Fuck. Lightning Bolt might be a good solution too. Actually, I think at this point we might be best off summoning a little bit of help for distraction. We're making a difference. More please. Preferably here to act as a barrier.
You cannot win.
I can win. I'm pretty sure I can win. Actually, with a little bit of help of a haste. Weapon ineffective. That's hardly surprising. They'll still act as distractions. Successful distraction, I might add. But we need something else against poison zombies at the very least. Spiders should be able to harm them, even if it requires magical attacks. Oh shit, there's still quite a lot of them. I'm gonna need stone skin. Now comes the risky spells. Fuck! He changed position! Fuck! So close, so close. But yeah, that was not a smart thing to do.
It will be done.
We'll fight them in smaller groups.
Very well. Vita Mort. Incantus Fulcrum.
Motherfucking blast skeletons. Ah, shit. Hmm. Cast fire. Right, not too bad. And we're definitely getting to level up soon. First group down. £400 for the level up. Some kind of a minor opponent or two should be sufficient. There we go.
Veritas Vedo Oculus.
Use fire arrows. Didn't matter. We had still stone skin on.
I am needed.
This should give us the level up.
The battle is joined. Understood.
Massive increase in improvement in saving throws. 4th and 5th level spells. This is probably our last 2nd level spell, so choose wisely, I guess. I don't know. Currently our only damage spell on this level is the Scorcher. We could go with Fears or things like that. The Scorcher is somewhat terrible to use because not only do we damage our own, but we are stuck there for a while. So if we have to avoid a lot of physical attacks, it's a catastrophic spell to use. The Acid Arrow would allow us to avoid that. Sort of if you want to just give a little bit of a troll killing power somewhere, for example. However, I don't strictly speaking need any of this shit. This spear is nice, but I don't recall that many fear spells being cast, and I think I can protect myself from this through other means. I also have this in scrolls if I need it in some. If I need it, let's say in a handful of fights in a game, I do not want this in as a spell. We already have the web on the second level as a control spell. I don't want another. Invisibility might be a thing, but again, we have it in potions. Deafness is nice, but allows a saving throw and it's not guaranteed to really prevent casting. We have ability to reveal hidden creatures already, and we're going to buy more as the scrolls become available, so I'm not too worried about that. There's like one area that had a lot of backstabbing rogues, one castle area, and that's about it. So we don't need a specific spell for that situation. I guess we could take pure damage, area of effect damage. This is sort of weak though. It is very weak in fact. But that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you just want a little bit of damage. It's okay against, I suppose, fire creatures. Honestly, I think this is a piece of shit. And I don't want to cause fear in my opponents. It's troublesome. It's easier for us to manage things if they're gathered up, blocking each other. If they break all over the place, it usually just makes things worse for me. I can't effectively deal with the trouble they're sending my way, and they might let the more dangerous enemies in. I'm inclined to take the acid arrow there. Right. Sure. Here we have Skull Trap, Lightning Bolt, so we're not going to take additional damage spells. We have Haste on top of that. I think Slow might be worthwhile. If we are going to go into minion fights or anything else, Slow is a good one. -4 penalties to attack and armor class. I think they lose 1 attack per round. They move and attack at half their normal attack rate, so this is actually quite nice. Has a decent duration too. So alternatively, protection spells. Immunity to cold is not a bad thing, but again, do I want it as a spell? Is it gonna be used that much? And I have to say the answer is no. It's used heavily in a couple of situations, but since we know that, we can prepare for that. Flame Arrow could actually be a very useful spell too, because we are gonna get a lot of levels. So it's 1 arrow for every 5 levels, so it's 6 arrows. 6 times 46. It's a lot of individual damage to place on a target. It just isn't good now. It would be okay later on, I suppose. We could also take one of the anti-spell spells, sort of. Precisely because we don't necessarily have great things to throw at this level, it's good to use maybe as some kind of an anti-casting ability. This spell affects, okay, causes spells cast against the wizards to be absorbed and consumed. It doesn't absorb all that much, but it'll absorb at least 1 spell guaranteed. So in a tough situation, we can negate whatever they're doing. It lasts a decent amount of time. Casting time is very very short. It also means we're not gonna take this kind of spell absorption ability later on. Honestly, I think slow would be the best choice. It's a huge increase in our survivability if the enemy loses half their attacks and they're easier to hit and everything. We can also evade them in a easier manner. But that does require that we actually have others there that can do most of the killing. I think I'll do spell absorption of the 3rd level, spell protection on the 4th, and not take too many spell protections after this. We'll focus on offensive capabilities on the higher level spells. I don't think I'll see the spell deflection being used all that much. So why not just buy the scrolls? Yeah, that's always the answer though, isn't it? There are also potions that protect you from magical effects. There are no such things really on the slow front. It's something I could cast almost continuously. Also, it's something I can cast when there are a lot of enemies about and not have to worry about things. We have an area of effect spell. We don't have a single target damage spell on this level though. So the flame arrow might be worthwhile in that sense too. I'll take the flame arrow. I'm thinking, do I want this slow really? I think I would rather focus on abilities to kill things. It's more satisfying. We do have to take the invulnerability globe though now. It allows us to play around with the lightning bolt too. But that's a lot of good spell protections. Improved invisibility would be fantastic too. It makes you don't lose the invisibility once you do something. Saving throws are made at +4. Attacks against us are made at -4 penalty. So it's actually a fantastic thing, but I want the immunity now. We took the summon spell. We need damage, don't we? We need spell immunity, but there's the cloud kill. It's always the cloud kill. Although Sunfire would have been basically perfect spell for the previous situation. It's almost although now it doesn't matter. Now I could have just cast in the spell shield and cast right on top of my own guy. So now it doesn't matter at all. And I don't think Cloud Kill would have done all that much against them. I don't know though. I don't like the cloud spells, especially if I can't be immune to them or can't disable them as I want, and I can't do that with Cloud Kill. I think I'll take spell immunity. It's one of those things that might not be all that useful most of the time, but what this is that I'll basically be able to make myself immune to abjuration spells, so I can maintain all my spell defenses no matter what the enemy tries to do against me. So that's why. It's putting a lock on my own defenses against enemy intrusion. I think we're going. No, I'm not doing the repeat of the previous fight, the one where we basically tried to get as many people as possible to attack us. I think we could do it now, but the problem is there's no reason to do it. It's just asking for potential performance issues and things to go wrong in a spectacular way after you've done a lot of for yourself
Farewell.
already. So there's no real good reason to do it. Better off just taking this one step at a time. Can't move. Single point of fucking cold damage and I can't hear it. Come on, you losers. Hmm. Didn't really work like I thought it would. But it never close range lightning bolt never really works how you think it works. Still, no real problems. Fuck. They're just diseased. A little bit of tea and it's all better. I think we can probably take care of this army too without too much fuss. Another disease. Diseases are fairly rare, so these type of situations are probably the few where we actually have use for this tea thing. Last skeleton's harmless. Ooh, I lost stone skin. That's no good. More glass skeletons. How to handle this? I suppose we can just do the typical thing with the skull traps. Might be for the best.
Come then.
Hmm. You harm blast skeletons in a way that they don't self-destruct. I don't think so. It just seems like that because they're immune to cold damage. You don't actually get harmed by it though. They'll show the animation like they're taking damage, but they're not. This would have been the perfect place to go to. Still, don't really regret going up there. It was a test case to see. For the general game performance reasons, it's not an advisable thing to do. And I think it's the game engine itself. It just there's a limit to how much it'll take, or the game simulation itself. It'll start to too many things are gonna start to happening if you just keep collecting these massive groups and move forward and forward and forward. Hmm. Once we kill this, we'll rest.
Veritas, Vado.
330,000 to get to level 12. The thing is, I think it's gonna be around that much for every level up after this, but on the positive side, it's not gonna go up. It's gonna be that all the way to the maximum level. So it'll be easier and easier to reach constantly, but it might take some time at this point.
Let's go to work.
But ineffective, right? Base spider is the only one that can really harm them. So what exactly am I gonna do? I can't harm them. Um, shit. except with my magical bullets. Final distraction. Hopefully the higher level shadow creatures can actually harm things. I can still use them as distractions. But if they... well, not all creatures require multiple weapons, even at the later stages of the game.
What was
Right.
it? Anytime.
9 days later. We should be encountering a mage next. These blasted things are fire resistant. If that's a 3rd level spell, we can protect ourselves from it. Duration. I'm already immune to their shit. No matter what they do. A lot of poison zombies though. Poison gas. I'm protected from poison. More poison zombies. They're immune to lightning bolt. Okay, that explains why it didn't work all that well. Where the hell did that poison come from? Probably from the poison zombies. That would be my first guess, but whatever. Need to collect them at a single place, otherwise we can't. It'll take forever to kill them. Ooh, I lost my protection, that's not good. Out of my way.
Ready? Understood.
Out of my way. Go, go. You can do it. Oh, no, you
Let's go
can't.
to work.
My mistake.
What would you have of me? Anytime.
Okay,
I need it.
kill it.
It will be done. Ready? It will be done.
How to deal with her? This should suffice against her. What she's doing isn't particularly dangerous to me. Just breaching my defenses, which is again not too dangerous for us. The summoned creatures, the larger ones, they're on top of each other, so they can't move.
Anytime.
That's a pretty big fucking problem with the spells.
Injured.
Yeah, she's dead. Poison damage. It's just failing at casting continually now. Precious robe might actually be useful. Yeah, I still need 200,000 experience points for a level up. Probably shouldn't be staring at the experience point counter at this point. It'll happen when it happens. Potion of absorption. Spell in effect. Death fog. Well, that's no good. Deadliest of all fogs. %, electrical resistance, plus 10 bonus to crushing attack, duration 2 hours. So we can get the lightning bolt triggery without having to cast a defensive spell. Still, it really requires the correct type of an environment before it's even if you even want to bother trying it.
I am sorely injured.
We're affected by the death fog. Might survive it, I don't know. I would think we have the capacity to survive it. It'll last for a few rounds, and then the damage will probably stop. Still, it's 1 point of damage until the spell runs out though.
I am sorely injured.
I'm not really worried about it
What would you
because I can
have of
just
me? I am
go
sorely
drink a healing
injured.
potion, that'll be it. Just want to see if I can get by without having to drink anything.
I shall be swift about it.
It's a learning experience rather than anything else.
I am sorely injured.
I want to make sure the damage is tied to the spell. Can't rest when the spell is active anyway. Still taking damage. I guess it's technically a disease. That disease damage doesn't seem to stop on its own. Or it could. It's ineffectual, but it seems to just go on and on and on. 21 days later. I'll wrap up this level, leave it at that. We have 2 troublesome levels coming up. Next one will have the Secret Society and the Summoner, who will keep summoning new creatures indefinitely. And then comes the boss, man. There are a lot of traps here, so I'll try to see if I can just basically protect myself against them. I think they're sort of symbol spells, do a little bit of damage, but aren't that damaging really. Right, and they don't care about the electricity at all. I'm not sure how I kill this. Keep forgetting that these guys are fire resistant. Right, so we're still in fairly good shape to continue. I might as well actually go here. It's not a hostile place. Right. This is more of a where do we want to prepare for the fight and how are we going to handle it. This would be a great place to try the lightning bolt thing. The tricky thing is to get it to cast from the close range in the direction you want it to go. And I have no idea how the fuck am I going to do that. But what we want is some kind of a very small rule. Hopefully maybe like a bed, so it's like really small and there's a bed blocking it, so we could sort of go behind the bed. That would mean that if we get to cast any kind of spell almost in any direction, it'll just bounce inside the room, basically killing everything, and we can just keep doing it when it replenishes with troops. Something like that. We don't need to kill everything like that. I mean, we do have to go and kill the summoner, for example. That might be a good place to go, actually. where the summoner room is, because otherwise we'll have to deal with the constant stream of reinforcements. We do have our limited set of abilities. They're good abilities, but there's still a limit to them.